Hello and welcome back to our weekly Hyperia update where we walk down the Fort Park Monks Walk so you don't have to. Now, unfortunately, Fort Park have put up 2 fences and with the completion of the maintenance bay, it's getting a lot harder to see everything. We're not a big channel, unfortunately, so we're not like Jack Silkstone, we don't get access to the site, but here at Ride Comparisons we do have something. We have a ladder. As I say guys, I want to keep these weekly updates as entertaining as possible for you. So as we know and have known for a long time now, Hyperia is going to be manufactured by Mack Rides. So let's have a look at some other Mack Rides in Europe and see how it's going to compare.
Hyperia, the UK's new tallest and fastest roller coaster, will be by Mack Rides. How will it compare? What are the best Mack roller coasters in Europe? Here's our top 5 and why they're the best. At number 5, we've got Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This was the UK's first multi-launch coaster and is said to be the best coaster in the UK. Hyperia is going to destroy it. At number 4, we've got Blue Fire at Europa Park. This Mack ride is starting to show its age. It's one of the older ones, but it still packs the most powerful launch we've experienced on a Mack coaster so far, not to be missed. At number 3, we've got Helix at Liseberg. Even though it was one of the most overrated roller coasters we've been on, it's still an absolute masterpiece. It definitely warms up throughout the day. Now I know Turkey's technically not Europe, but we're going to include it anyway. At number 2, you've got Hypercoaster at the Land of Legends. This Mack Hyper holds the record for the world's largest standard loop. It's an absolute abomination. A brilliant coaster, not to be missed. At number 1, with no introduction, not just a good Mack coaster, but the best roller coaster in Europe. There's our favourite Mack. See you next time.
As you can see there guys, there's some really good Mack coasters in Europe. I reckon that Hyperia is going to be number 2. I don't think it's going to beat the Ride to Happiness because the Ride to Happiness is my number 1 coaster that I've been on so far. Now if you have a look here, you've got the warning, Fort Park operates 24-hour CCTV. Keep out private property. It is against the law to enter this land. Doesn't say anything about a ladder. We're probably going to get some funny looks from the engineers. They're just going to see a random guy popping over the fence with a ladder. But hey ho, it's got to be done. As we're walking down the Monks Walk, guys, I'm not sure if you can see it, but over there you've got the Swarm. Last time we were at Fright Nights, we went on the Swarm and that was where all the track was sort of being laid down. There's a crane there at the moment, so they're picking up some more track by the looks of it. Now, we finally got an update on Angry Birds Land being removed. I know a lot of people joked about it being Fortnite, but it looks like Fort Park have actually gone with a normal theme that's going to fit in the park. So let's have a look at Big Easy Boulevard.
Okay, so here's our first look at Big Easy Boulevard. As you can see, it's going to blend into the park a lot better than Angry Birds Land did. You got the Dodgems being rethemed here. It's nice. I reckon it's going to fit into the park quite well. As you can see, the 4D cinema is going to remain. If you look very closely, it's only concept art, but they do have some ride trailers there, so it would be quite interesting if they gave all the rides a good backstory in the cinema. And finally, as you can see, Detonator has been rethemed to fireworks.
So there's a little look at Big Easy Boulevard there. It looks like it's going to fit quite well into the park. Now, walking down the Monks Walk, we've just had some weird looks from the engineers. I think they radioed into the other ones. I don't think we're doing anything illegal. I mean, we're just going down a public walkway with a ladder, so hopefully we're not going to get in trouble. Stay tuned. Are you looking for us?
Yeah.
It's alright, we're not trespassing or nothing.
Are you just having a look?
Yeah, we're just getting a good view.
We've got a report, so it's a ladder one.
No, this is it. We saw the security guard go past and we were like, oh god, oh no, we're not. Don't worry, we're not trespassing.
That's alright.
Just getting a look. We did think it looked a bit suspicious. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
There you go, guys. They thought we were going to trespass. Maybe the ladder wasn't a great idea. I think there's another YouTuber that does the updates down there. So we're about to go to the Hyperia construction site. Before we get started, here's the trailer you've all seen a million times. So there's the trailer you've all seen a million times, guys. Sorry, I'm still in hysterics, security thinking we're going to break in. It's made my day. It's quite funny actually, but at least now they're okay with it and we know that we're going to get a very, very good look. Before we get our awesome ladder shots, walking along the Fort Park Monks Walk, we can now see that the end of the ride is complete. You got the final brake run here, looking absolutely brilliant. A lot of progress since last week when we came. Going into the station, they've done a little bit more work on the station there. It's absolutely brilliant. They've done loads this week, so this will be the end of the ride, guys. As you can see there, you've got the turn. They haven't quite finished the turn all the way yet. You go into the turn and you go to the final airtime hill, which is going to cause a lot of ejector by the looks of it, and then the ride's just going to stop. So it's quite a good finish to the ride, to be honest. We just bumped into another YouTuber who does the Hyperia updates. His name's Dominic Gardner, so we just had a little chat with him. He's a nice guy. Okay, switching over to the phone now on the top of our ladder for some good views. Here we go. As mentioned loads of times, the 165-foot outer bank has been completed. We now have track going all the way along the Monks Walk, which is really cool. Right into the brake run there. As I forgot to mention, they have started work on some of the catwalk there to obviously evacuate people from the ride if anything goes wrong. So here we are at sort of the bottom of the construction site with another view of the ride. So the view we've got on top of the ladder now made it all worth it. As you can see, as I mentioned before, the end of the ride is done, guys. A lot more work's happened on the station and we've got a very good view here. Can't quite see it from where we're standing now, but over there you got sort of the splashdown element. Work hasn't started on the lift hill yet, unfortunately, but it will be somewhat where that crane is right now. So that's pretty much all we've got for you today, guys. Obviously construction is supposed to finish in January, and that's when they're going to sort of work on theming and landscaping to get it presentable to the public. So this coaster's going up very fast and it's not going to be long before it's all up. There you go, guys, there's your update. Please let us know in the comments whether or not it was worth bringing the ladder. You saw the risk. So if you did enjoy today's vlog, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time.